wait a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think let's start. They will come. Everything is our okay. Hello everyone, welcome back. Um, in the previous lessons, we learned about how F1 cars use aerodynamics and use aerodynamics to create speed, how tires and pit stops affect race performance, and how new safety systems like the Halo keep drivers protected, as we showed. Halo device, the head protection device, as we show at the previous lesson, and we looked at pit stops, and we did say that the fastest pit stop was Max Verstappen in 2019, but that record was beaten by McLaren 1 year ago. That was my mistake. So let's look at the Max Verstappen's pit stop first. Okay, let's continue. And today we move from the science to the real action. We want to talk about the race day. We want to talk about race day. We'll see how a Formula One race works, how safety and communication affect decisions, and finally how all these parts come together to form a smart race strategy. Okay, let's check it out. Our overview. We're going to talk about race day. We're going to talk about what flags means in Formula One. We're going to talk about safety cars. We're going to talk about penalties and race control. And we're going to talk about importance of the team communication, as we just saw. And we're going to talk about driver's mind and the effects to the race of this action. And we're going to talk about these action strategies. Okay, let's start with race day. Race day is when everything starts. 20 drivers came to the pitch and lined up on the grid. Everything was ready, engines ready. They are waiting for the lights. There's 5 red lights appear, and then they go out, and the race begins. That first second is one of the most difficult moments in Formula One, because it's all about reflexes here. Reflexes is important. When they see the green lights, they are allowed to start the race, to compete. And in every race, in every different race, the green lights uh, appear, uh, green light appear with different in the different time, so they just using their reflexes. And that first second is the one of the most difficult moments in Formula One. And drivers must react in less than 0.2 seconds. to make a perfect start. Less than 0.2 seconds to make a perfect start. If they move too early, they get a penalty. And if they move too late, they lose many places immediately with the penalty. And each race has a set number of laps. During those laps, drivers manage tires, fuel, and car temperature. They must also react to what happens around them, overtakes, accidents, or changing the track conditions, or whatever is it. And let's talk about the flags. What flags means in Formula One. Okay, there's many flags in Formula One. We're gonna look at them. Okay, with we're gonna start with the green flag. The green flag means the track is clear. It means go. You can start. And okay, let's look at it. Green flag one. Let's look at it. As you see, the man's waving the flag. That means go. Track is clear. And there is blue flag. Right, F1. This flag means there's pests in a car, or there's traffic approaching to warn the drivers, uh, save the drivers from accidents, and make them ready for everything. Okay. The white flag. There's white flag. As you see, this means the slower vehicle ahead. Let's continue. There is a yellow with red stripes. There's this flag, as you see in the picture. This means this reduced grip on the track ahead. The grip was reduced in the track, so they're gonna move carefully with this warn. Okay, there is a yellow flag. This means slow down. Some accidents may be dangerous happened, and you need to slow down and stopping the race. No one can change or the pass the opponent to in front of in front of him. So this was the yellow flag. Let's look at red flag. Red flag means a session stopped. Return to the pit lane. This means something dangerous happened. Dangerous accident happened. And there is black flag. And this means some driver disqualified. Okay, let's continue with black with orange circle flag. There was. These are not getting used by F1. This means mechanical problems with vehicle. This is showing by the drivers. This is showing by the engineers to their drivers. Okay, continue with black and white. This is not. There's no photo of it. and this means unsportsmanlike conduct, uh, and and the checkered. This means finish line, of course, you know, and always in the races, uh, every races a different famous person waves this flag, and let's look at some videos of waving the flag. Okay, let's look at F red flag in fun. Okay, let's look at this video. Let's continue with safety cars, penalties, and the race control. And during the race, things can change quickly. Crashes, broken cars, as we just see in the video, or the particles on the track can make racing dangerous. When this happens, the safety car comes out and it slows down all the drivers and keeps them close together while the track is cleaned. While track is cleaned, they do not pass themselves, and they follow the safety car in front of them. And when safety car is gone and everything is clear in the track, the first driver in front of every driver starts the uh, race when he wants when the safety car uh, out. Okay, let's continue. And this safety driver can completely change the race. A driver who was far ahead can lose their advantage, or another driver might use this moment to gain positions after the restart. And sometimes instead of a real car, the virtual safety car is used. Not There's not gonna be a safety car. The virtual safety car is used, and drivers slow down to control speed without leaving their positions. Again, this is the virtual version of the safety car. And there are also penalties when drivers break the rules, like cutting corners of somebody's, so they cannot pass them, and maybe it's gonna cause a crash or something. So, and causing collisions or leaving track limits. Penalty can add time, or force a driver through the pit line, or even remove a driver from the race. These penalties can do. It's generally, they give like 5 seconds or 10 seconds penalties in the races if anything unusual happens. Okay, race control must always make fast and fair decisions to keep everyone safe. Okay, let's continue with the driver's minds and the team communication. Importance of the team communication. A Formula One driver must focus for nearly 2 hours under very hard conditions. As we said in the previous lessons, there's forces, there are different kind of physic things that can affect them while driving. And inside the car, it can be hotter than 15 degrees Celsius, and they must keep 50, I said it wrong, 50 Celsius degrees, and they must keep full concentration at speeds like over 300 kilometer per hour. That's a fast number. And during the race, they are never alone. They talk with the race engineers, through the radio, as you see in the picture. This is the engineer, the Red Bull engineer. They are in contact with the driver, and they share information about tires, brakes, or whatever they need to explain it to the engineer with the car, about the car. And the team can give advice, update them about other drivers, or plan the next pit stop. And they got this thing here, and the good communication is the key, as we said in our lessons every time. And sometimes even a short message can make a big difference. For example, warning about rain or reminding the driver to save tires. Like warning about the rain, and they're gonna do immediately pit stop and change the tires with the rain tires, the wet tires, as we talk about in the previous lesson. So last, finally, this teamwork between driver and engineers is so important for the race. Okay, let's talk about the strategy of these actions that we talk about in this lesson. So now let's bring everything together, and strategy is the part where all other elements meet, all think meet. Race start, safety situations, and team communication all influence what strategy works best. Um, each team plans its race before it begins, but they must always be ready to change the plan in seconds because there's so many uh, there's so many things that can change the whole race in seconds, like the weather or a problem with the car or something. For example, if a safety car comes out, a teammate might make a quick pit stop to save time, or if tires are wearing too fast, they may change their approach. If rain starts falling, they must decide immediately to switch with tires, as I said. And there are also different tactical ideas in the race, like the undercuts, where the driver pits early to get new tires and go faster, or the overcut, where they stay out longer to keep a better position. It is all about strategy. Maybe you want to undercut, uh, like the driver maybe wants to undercut the means that early to get the driver pits early to get new tires and go faster, and or they want to decide like they want to stay with the tire that they are using longer to keep a better position or something else. And every choice depends on what's happening in the race, the driver's feedback, the weather, the tire condition, and what other teams are doing. It's all about strategy. Uh, a good strategy can win a race, a bad one can destroy it. Okay, let's conclude that what we learned in this lesson. Today we learned how a Formula One race works from start to finish. We saw how safety, communication, and driver focus is important, and being together and working together is important. We learned this, and Formula is not only about who drives the fastest car, it's all about the strategy and everything. Okay, let's talk about uh, what are we gonna do in the next lesson, and let's finish the lesson. In the next and in the next lesson, we will look back at the great legends of Formula One, how the sport changed from the early days to the modern era. we'll talk about famous drivers, uh, like Schumacher, Michael Schumacher, like Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton. Okay, thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next lessons. Goodbye.